Hi, you're going to use red, orange, and yellow, the warm colors. The first thing I'm going to do is tap, tap, tap my brush and wipe it on the towel. I'm going to use red first, and then I'm going to wash my brush off, tap it on the towel, and mix it with the orange. I want to make sure that it is well mixed. And I start blending my colors together to make sure it looks like a sunset. Then I'm going to add some yellow and mix it up with the orange a little bit. And I'm blending my colors together to make a sunset. This is called the background. I am making my lines go horizontally and I am blending them together. Now here comes the red and I'm going to mix it with the yellow. And every time I wash off my brush in between the colors. When I get down to the bottom of the paper, I'm going to wait till my paper is completely dry before I go on to the next part. That is really the most important part. If I don't let my paper completely dry, then it won't look very good. All the colors will mush together and it will get really runny. So I have to make sure my paper completely dries. That will take about a half hour, 45 minutes, maybe even an hour. So I'm going to wait. Put my brush down. Okay, you can see my paper is dry now. I'm going to use some black paint because we talked about a silhouette to make the ground because my tree doesn't just grow out of the bottom of my paper. And we're going to make one of those umbrella trees like we saw in the video that we looked at. So I'm going to paint in my ground and then I'm going to show you how I make trees. I usually say Y's and V's make trees. So I'm painting in my ground. With the black paint. And I'm taking my time like an artist does. And then I make a long line for the Y. There goes my trunk. So you see I have a Y right here. Now I'm going to add some V's. There's a V. There's a V. There's a V. There's a V, little v, little v, little v, little v, little v, Y, Y. And now I'm going to add the leaves at the top of the tree like that umbrella tree that we looked at. Notice how I'm taking my time in my painting. Now I'm going to paint my giraffe, and it's kind of an oval shape. I need a little bit more paint and a little bit more water. It's kind of an oval shape. And then I'm going to give it 2 little ears and a long neck going all the way down. Notice I'm using my brush to help me paint. And then I'm going to stop so I can make the body, which again is another oval shape. Then I'm going to put on my 2 legs in front and 2 legs in back. I need the body a little bit longer. And a tail. And then I'm going to make the sunset. And you're going to notice that I didn't clean my brush off or have clean enough water and how it gets a little bit muddy. And imagine if my paper were still wet, how muddy it would look. So there's my sunset. Add a little bit of orange. Now I probably could have stopped right there, but I made a mistake and added a lot of red. But I'm not going to throw my paper away. I'm just going to go with it. I'm going to say, wow, that is one bright sunset. I'm going to add a little bit more yellow to it and say that is a Savanna sunset. Now, do you remember what it's called when you add black like that and you just have a black outline? It's called a silhouette. So we made a silhouette on the Savanna sunset. I cannot wait to see yours. Don't forget to post it to Artsonia. Go ahead and get started working.